tradition. And Sean, tell us about Shazam: Fury of the Gods.
Okay, Fury of the Gods. So this for people that might have seen the original one when Billy Batson becomes Captain
Shazam.
Marvel, Shazam, and this is a couple of years later, and he's got like a Shazam family, all his obviously which were adopted, and the mum and dad, and things to be going quite good, and he's trying to be the he's trying to be like popular, he's trying to be like Superman or whatever, and not particularly doing a good job of it. He ends up doing like commercials and things, and people saying, "Oh no, it wasn't that great," it's Wonder Woman and all this stuff. So anyway, but then these three daughters, these three daughters of Atlas, they sort of break into the museum and get, like in the Shazam, he's got the wizard staff that gives him the powers.
Yeah, the wizard staff, yeah.
And it's broken. They get into this museum and they get the wizard staff, and they put a dome over a certain area of Philadelphia to. Obviously, that's where all the action's going to take place, and they decide they're going to turn the Earth into what their version of it with this apple. So then they can take the powers away with this wand. They can take the powers can go away. So a few of the family lose their powers. Yeah, and it is and that's basically
they're going to use a thingamajigger to do the thing for reasons and blah blah blah. No, action.
That's it. Got it. Yeah. So they got the thingamajig which does the Watson a bit. That's all. So the actual continuity is not particularly, not particularly thought about. But then I think because it is a film obviously aimed at kids, I would think,
yes.
it's aimed towards. It's not like the normal stand of the mill Batman or Superman or whatever. It's very, very, very much aimed at that young audience, because there's lots of wisecracks and lots of silly things they do, like one bit when he's going to throw the staff to someone else, and it's like, oh well, why would you do that? But anyway, I mean, it's a kids film, so why would you do that when it's something that they got these powers that can obviously anyway. So that's basically the story. One of the Shazam family sort of likes one of the daughters, and the daughter becomes loses her powers and become what have you. And anyway, I won't give too many. So and that's basically the story. For me, I wasn't particularly enamored. I was thinking, with all this going on, where's the Justice League? Where's do you know what I mean? It's like this is worldwide news. This would be like half of Philadelphia is, where's the rest of them? Where's Superman? Where's
oh my god!
Although there is a later on there is a I won't say what that is, but yeah. So I was just thinking, and it is, but there was a as I say, I think what I liked about it, there was a young lad there. I suppose he must have been, I don't know, 7, 8, with his parents. And when the film had finished, he was out going, Shazam, Shazam. So he obviously really, really liked it. And I said to him, oh, did you enjoy it? He said, oh, yeah, it was great. It was great. So I think the film is just aimed at that audience, It's just...
Well, this is the thing, because now the thing is, if you want drama, don't even watch the DC movies. Just look into the real world and see what DC are actually doing, and how they're messing everything up, and how they're canceling things, and how they're filming a film and then refusing not to release the film for tax purposes, and how they hire Henry Cavill to play Superman. They say, okay, you're going to be Superman. Come back, you're going to be Superman again. And then they hire James Gunn, and James Gunn goes, that's not the direction we're going in. And they and then they tell Henry Cavill, sorry, you're not going to be Superman anymore. So I mean, DC is just a mess. I mean, it's been a mess. And I know both of us, we read comics growing up.
Yeah.
And we are fans of these sort of films. And I don't think it's too far to say that Marvel, generally speaking, have done a better job of bringing the superheroes to the screen than DC have. And so this is a DC movie that, is it linked to the other DC movies? Is it not? It's not really clear.
No, yeah, that's it. That's what I mean. It's almost like a standalone thing,
Yeah.
So yeah, I think probably not.
But the thing as well is that there's a lot of stuff that we've seen in DC already that we don't know if it's going to continue. So this might be the last Shazam movie we
Yes.
have. This might be the
Yeah.
last film that Zachary Levi plays Shazam in. We don't, because we know James Gunn has said going forward, we're going to do this. We're going to recast Superman. We're going to go with a younger Superman. We know, so we think it looks at the moment like it might be Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot. They're all out. They're all out. They're no longer going to be part. So the question is that even in this world, is there a Justice League? We don't know. This film exists in a weird space where they
Yes.
might just have gone, well, we've made the film. The first film made a whole bunch of money. We should release this, even though it doesn't really link to anything that's coming afterwards.
No. Well, there is. Funny enough, I did see a trailer of the Flash.
The Flash,
and
the Flash is definitely coming.
And that. So, do you reckon they're going to try and do like? I've got a feeling because there was obviously Batman turns up. Do you reckon they're going to try and do a multiverse thing?
Oh yeah,
They're going to try and.
They haven't even tried to hide that. That's their major selling point.
I wonder if they've named it something different.
Well, the thing is, obviously Marvel have done the multiverse thing, and as usual, the whole thing with DC and Marvel is that Marvel have built up to things slowly, and DC have just gone, no, get that quick. and so DC have gone, and the Flash movie is going to be based around the Flashpoint thing, which is him going through alternate realities. They've made no bones about that. In the trailer, you see the fact that there's more than one Batman, and more than one actor who has played Batman in the past is in this film. They make no bones about that. And even James Gunn has said that the Flash movie is going to be the point where they reset the entire DC universe.
Oh, right.
So I think they're going to use that whole multiverse thing, and then from the Flash movie onwards, they might go, okay, everything that came before this, forget about it, that's in the bin. Going forward, we're going to come up with this new stuff. But this is all to say that in the DC movies that we've had so far, there have not been very many films that you would say were good. And for me, the ones that I would say were the first Wonder Woman movie, Aquaman, and the first Shazam. I actually really enjoyed the first Shazam. I thought for what it was like it's kind of a kids movie.
Yeah,
it's kind of a kids movie, yeah.
And that's the thing. I did like the first one. I did enjoy the first one. I thought it was sort of gone. But I think with this one, perhaps they're trying a little bit too hard with the comedic bits, you know?
Yeah.
Quite, whereas before I thought it was quite amusing and quite funny. And this one, they do it too much all the time, and there's quips and all that, and it almost seems forced. You know, they're forced trying to make these sort of quick things, all these funny things.
Well, the truth is, when you're explaining what happens in this film earlier, I was thinking that sounds like too much plot.
Yeah,
that sounds like for what this film is, and for the first one was frothy and it was light and it was fun and all that. And this sounds like too much plot. Like they've tried to put too much in there and give it a bit more pathos. And I mean, obviously you have Helen Mirren there, and Helen Mirren can do pathos in her sleep. So, but it does. But yeah. So, how many stars would you give Shazam: Fury of the Gods?
Okay, I'll give this because the little lad sold it for me. I don't think I can be harsh on it, so I'll just give it a standard 3 stars. You know, I didn't like it, but it wasn't anything great, and it was, you know, not. But yeah, so I'll give it a 3 stars to be fair to it, because they did try. Perhaps they tried a little bit too hard.
Well, I think there was always. I think the first one was definitely a 3. Might have tipped over into a low 4 for me. But
yeah.
so for
this one's a low 3. So yeah.
Yeah. From this one, I expected nothing but a 3 from this film.